is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. So let's crack on with today's stream in hand. So everyone loves, I think, that intro now. I think I really like it, so I think most people do. Hopefully they do anyway. So let's crack on. See what we can accomplish today. Hope you like that little intro there. Right, let's turn it over. Next song. Let's get going. This next one is Hyperdrive, which is also a pretty decent one. But yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm trying to make the streams a little bit more entertaining for most people. Saves being just the same old boring stuff. So gotta keep everyone on their toes. I would say. Right, so let's see what today's event is, which I believe is mining. Yeah, it is mining. Okay. Anything else to accompany that? No. So let's go for, we want Klingon. We're going on down on reputation with regards to the Romulans, I believe. So we're just going to go with Klingons and Federation. Okay, we can't do that. Did I? Oh no, there we go. Boom, boom, done. And then we need to get some ships out mining, which should be able to do in my system. Yeah, he did stealth, caught me on time today. Let's go for this initially, just to get my miner out there. I am going to send you up to go and do the usual daily stuff. Wherever you are. Double check before I send it, make sure it's got the crew. Yeah, and go. 5 minutes, not too bad. It all appears now as well, it's not broken anymore, so you can actually see all my free slots, what I'm working on. So Shuttle Bay, which I think most people are these days. Swarm, weaponry, which I might rush just because it gives quite a substantial boost, this one particular. And then Discovery range, which is going to add 5 range, which is going to be massive. Yeah, I'm going to do the 4-star. However, I do need to do my dailies. Just need to get the 3-star out the way with first, and then I can do my. I'll just go on a 4-star then and get it smashed out. Probably not on stream. Probably over tonight or something. Welcome, John. Hope my day's going great. Thanks for another. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, my day's going really good so far. I've managed to be able to do quite a lot today, which is good. I have the same power Franklin. I'm at 31. Is that your second as you have a Franklin? I do not know. This is my first one. This is my first Franklin. I did. If you've been around quite a long time, stuff, then I have neglected my Franklin, unfortunately, which is why I'm trying to play catch up now. So hopefully, like I say, I can get the Franklin up to max as quick as possible to obviously potentially progress onto the Franklin Alpha. Good evening, Adrian. Welcome to the stream as usual. How are you getting on with the Vidar? So the Vidar is blah blah blah. So Vidar, 1 weapon's done. I have enough to do I have 31k, which is building up. I do need to do some of this today because I've now ran out. So I do need to get that sent out as well. So I may as well see if I can put the crew on. And then we can get it potentially sent out at some point. I was using it to get down back to territories, which is why that crew was on it. And then groups. You. And then we'll throw whoever the strongest I have remaining in that slot. You can go in there. Bish bash boom. Okay, bosh, go. Get that sent pre-sent so I don't have to do it later. I've got messages. Get rid of all that crap. And then a fair new watcher, to be honest. Been watching for 2 months or more. Frankenalpha is stupid as you need Mark 1 to get the upgrade. I agree. Frankenalpha seems a little bit of a faff, if I'm honest, but I definitely want the ship in the end, so we are going to try and get there. However, I've got to play catch up with this one. But we're not too far off. We've only got the storage bay or cargo bay to do, which I'm not. I think it's about 150,000 frequency modulators, which is a bit ridiculous, but I should have it to the tier 8 probably by Friday, I would imagine. I can't see it being any later than Friday, to be fair. Can I grab, since she's now returned, can I grab you to go in there, please? Thank you very much. I need to sort out the underdeck as well, because it's not the strongest. If I go have a look who we got. Mara, Krell. Yeah, it's not the strongest. We could go with Crass just to increase the weapons there, which would have 240 overall, which would be pretty decent. Let's go with that. We're not using that crew. We've got quite a bit of crew on our away missions at the moment. Report. Thank you very much. Okie dokie. And then got new missions as well. So we've got 2 missions undergoing, which have got who've we got on them now? We've got that Frio there getting us 2.31, which is pretty decent overall. And then we got, that's quite a long mission though. So we've got still a day on that one. We've got 20 hours on this one. This one's an 8-hour mission with gas, which could be relatively useful. I could do with potentially getting some gas. Markers we don't use, so that's fine. And then Navi we don't really use that much. Saru we definitely don't use, so there we go with that. Just send them. No particular order with them. It's expensive off too, but give good stuff back and makes it the dailies easier. 100% Kenny, completely agree. Let me just catch up on the chat. They should add efficiency. Let me just see if my pop-ups are... No. Okay, let me just add all the pop-ups on the screen. Boom. All done. So yeah, I agree, Kenny, that the it will make the dailies definitely easier. They should add efficiency resets to the Franklin iPhone like they did to the normal. I agree. Stealth should do that to make it easier. Right, where am I up to? And then they will need 6 million FMTs to hit the final part. Yeah, it's ridiculous how many parts you need. By the way, dude, there's also the Romulan hostile hitting along with the mining. Romulan hostile, this one. Yeah, we can get that done eventually. Destroy regular hostiles in Which system can I go to? Azati, Nekosa? Is that how you say that? Let's have a look. Right, where's Nicosa? Oh, don't want that one, don't want that one. Nicosa, how high is this? It's a level 38. This doesn't give you the Romulans though. So we'll just try and hit Romulans, I think. We'll do that in a bit. I'm not in a rush to do it now. It's going great. I got myself a Franklin or Warp Core parts from the Borg store because I don't want to lose my normal Franklin. When get to Ops 35. Best test ship in game. Definitely Hugo. Definitely. I mean, I don't really want to lose my original Franklin either. I have just unlocked the second one, so I'd have to obviously start building that one up as well. But it might be easier with the Franklin Alpha, potentially. Speed ups are in the battle pass for away missions. Yeah, we spoke about this yesterday, Kenny. Speed ups are in the battle pass. I showed which levels they were at as well. I think it's 6, 8. If you get 6, if you get the standard battle pass, and I think it's then 8 and 16, I think it was, or something. If you get the elite. So yeah, 6 is the standard, 8 for the elite, and yeah, 16 for the elite as well. So that's where you get the speed ups, which potentially could help. For the moment, I have 2 Franklins, and there's so much fun farming with 2. Yeah, 100%. I can imagine being a lot quicker and a lot easier farming with 2 compared to the 1. I do have 2. One's just obviously ridiculously weak. Yeah, definitely get 2. It makes it easier. Definitely makes it easier to have 2 of the Franklin, for example. There's a cheaper way to do the normal Franklin, it just takes longer. Yeah, possibly, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what I might not even do it in the end. I might just keep this and then just, I don't know, see if we can, see if we can build up the other one or alternatively to at least a decent level and then move on to the Franklin Alpha, or alternatively get the Franklin Alpha and then try and come back and do this one. I don't really know at this moment in time. Thing that annoys me about the last arc was that they didn't implement modulators to the rewards, even though that was the mainstream goal. Yeah, a bit weird, really. Yeah, I agree. It was a bit weird. There's a lot of things that I'd like to see in the game. Every patch that comes along doesn't seem to get added. I don't know why. There is a lot of things in the game that I would like to see, but we're still waiting for some of them. So we'll have to wait. We'll just have to keep waiting. I'd still like them to get rid of this notification bar, or at least give you the option to get rid of it. But I'm still waiting for that to come out, and we're on patch 30 something, so it's going to be a long time, I reckon. But yeah, I will rejoice the day that they do bring that out. Oh, what have we got here? Where are you? Exchange. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do the exchanges. I can't be bothered with them. No, I agree. The game is definitely always growing. Whether it's in the direction that, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's growing in a way that I like it growing right now, because I feel like it's heading in the next generation way that I would like it to. I think they could have implemented some of the officers a little bit differently within this patch. But overall, I think so far what I've seen is the patch seems fine. It's got some new things in, like the away teams and stuff. I'd like them to see add new ships, but I highly doubt that's ever going to happen due to the nature of now we're getting into a very far future with regards to Star Trek. And the ships in the game, if they implemented new ships like the Galaxy class we were talking about yesterday and stuff, they would all technically be stronger than the current ships in the game because of how far advanced they are. And I don't know how they would implement that into the game, which is a bit hard to do. Only good thing is they did was give a 2-week ban for a griefer and a server and a raid. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, overall, I think, I don't know, they've obviously got thousands upon thousands, I imagine, requests a day to try and do things, to change things, to fix bugs, fix whatever else they need to do. So I can imagine it being very difficult for them to obviously do. But at least if they're catching the likes of griefers, people that are potentially, being a detriment to your server and stuff, that could potentially obviously be a thing where, quite useful to get rid of them. So at least they're following through with them types of stuff. Yes, they might not follow up on everything, but at least they follow through on some important stuff like that. Which again could definitely benefit people or benefit, yourself if they are certainly doing your head in as such. I don't think I've seen anything new with regards to just putting in my weekly please get rid of the after battle notification on the Discord. Just putting that in because I like to put that in all the time. Once a week's enough. So that is just been sent in to them. Got to make sure they know that it's very annoying. Come on, weird thing. And the AN millions off the whales, so they have the abilities to not cost effective for them. And hello. Yeah, hello Simon, and I agree with that statement. I agree they do get a lot of money every single month. So where the hell? What the hell's happened to the shields? Whoa. The game is glitching out. Yeah, we've got a glitch on our hands. Looks like I'm going to have to restart. That's okay. Right, let's restart quickly just before it gets even worse. You know what it's like. Let's not provoke it. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. By the way, all 12 people currently out there. Welcome to the stream. As usual, don't forget to hit that like button. Definitely helps me out and shows that you're enjoying everything so far. That's obviously only do it if you are liking the content. If not, then don't. It's simple as that. Right. Let's crack on again. What else can we talk about? Tell you what, one thing I do want to see in the future with game, like actual gameplay. I would have loved to have seen a Picard in this patch. However, unfortunately, the way they've rolled out the officers, they haven't included a Picard. I think we spoke a little bit about the officers yesterday. I would have liked to have seen... Go to groups a second. I would like to have seen them do it slightly different. And all these officers, i.e. the cadet ones, I would like to have seen them be slightly better than what they are. Also, would like to have seen them roll out the original crew first, i.e. this is what it was originally. And these are the characters from later on in the series. So I would have liked to have done it like series by or season by season. But yeah, they for some reason, I don't know why they've done it this way, but They obviously just want to give you a teaser and not give you, Captain Picard, for example. So the Rev Juice name is Franklin Trevor. Okay, so my Franklin's got to be Kenny, has it? It's a shame that you can't name ships. To be fair, change the name of them, or at least have like. Obviously, we know it's a USS, obviously Franklin class, and then why can't it have like a sub name? That'd be quite nice to do. And then yeah, you could put the names in there. That'd be quite a nice feature. Certainly a personal feature that you can add to the to ships and stuff like that. Because obviously we know what class it is, because you can still state the class, but and then you can add a name to the actual ship itself. Part two will have. I know, yeah. Part two will have Picard, but again, I was hoping he'd be at least the original version or the very first season. I was hoping he'd at least be in there. 25 average names, 100%. They would definitely charge. They would 100% charge for that feature. I agree. I can't see that being like free. They would definitely charge for that feature. Let's have a quick look through here, see what they've got currently ongoing. Some primes, new primes, and then just the old stuff. It's so expensive, some of this stuff. So expensive. I genuinely don't know how people, like these mega whales, like literally must have so much money. It's unbelievable. I genuinely can't believe how much is obviously they spend on the game. It's pretty mental, if I'm honest. Pretty mental. Oh yeah, 100%. Like yeah, if you're a millionaire, then yeah, if you want to spend on a game like this, then yeah, that is obviously your choice. And if you can afford it, then do that. But Jesus, to be honest, even even if I was, I still don't think I'd spend. I'd still set myself a budget like you do, Kenny. I'd still set myself like, 20, £30 a month, even as a millionaire, because I would not spend that much on this game. The only reason I wouldn't is because none of these packs are actually worth the price that they're asking for. Like they are so like so crap in the sense of what they're offering. They definitely wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't buy them because they just cost way too much money, way too much for what for what they're offering. It's a bit ridiculous, really. We have a guy that bought 60 packs in a month. Holy crap! That's yeah, that's a ridiculous amount of money. 60 packs. Jesus. I just want to work that out. Where's the calculator? Easily like fucking. So if you're going off 100, I guess that's what each pack roughly was going to cost him, I would imagine. So you're looking at like 6,000 whatever, whatever monies that is. 6,000, dollars, euro, pound, whatever that is. That's a lot of money in a month, man. That is a lot. Don't get me wrong, he will have definitely advanced quite far, but not as far as £6,000 should advance you. If you're spending 6 grand on a mobile phone game, you should definitely be like 100% be maxed out straight away. But it doesn't get you that far. Like it gets you far, like no doubtably, but it doesn't get you as far as it should, which is why I have a serious issue with buying the packs. Most of the time, I think the best value for money, if you can say value for money, I guess, is going to be the battle pass, the elite one, and that's going off the cheap one. So mine's 18.49. That's probably the best value for money in the game with regards to the resources you get and obviously the different things that you get. He's number 1 on my server. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's a bit mental, that. 6,000 a month. Holy crap. What crew am I using on the Vidar? I'm using 7. What is it? 789. That seems to do me pretty well. Yeah, 789. Does me pretty well. I can get full cargo with the Vidar, and that's up to 160,000. So I can get a full one with just this one ship. So yeah. What's the highest power ship in your server, dude? Highest power ship? I don't know. I don't know what the highest power ship. I can tell you what the highest player is. I can show you who the highest player is. I don't know what, obviously, his power ship is, though. Because I've not seen him in a very long time. I've not stumbled across him. Uh, 789. That's a good level. I'll fill the cargo on 29. Yeah, I can fill the cargo. Yeah, I don't know, because, I mean, I fill the cargo and still have excess hull left over with 789. So I don't think I'm going to change it too much, just because it seems to be working pretty well for me. But obviously, it depends what works for you. Like I say, it seems to work pretty well for me, so I'm not going to go around changing it. If I'm honest, because I don't really use the board crews anyway, so I may as well utilize them in this purpose, at least. Highest power, yeah. So let's go to the highest power. Let's have a look. So player-wise, our highest powered player is Barnacle, who's 69.5 million power. He is level 49, so he's not quite level 50 as of yet. So yeah, relatively pretty. He's substantially higher than the next person, which is Darklane Duck. So yeah, he's pretty high, but he's only the highest though. You have a 14 mil Kelvin. Yeah, I'm like I say, I'm not entirely sure what ships or what power his ships are, because obviously I've not seen him on the server for a very long time. I haven't bumped into him or anything. Yeah, I agree. Frees up PMC for other things. For sure. Because, like, for example, I'm using the board crew on obviously this at the moment, and we're using, obviously, in this case, we're using PMT, I guess you would class it as. And then obviously, at least it frees up them two so that we can do that concurrent, sort of at the same time. So it makes life a little bit easier overall. If you do have the board crews, then definitely utilize them. Otherwise, it's kind of a waste. It is kind of a waste. What level is your what level is your Vidar? And what level are your officers? Because my officers are not that high. I think going off their stats, I think they're only like, I think he's only level 10, maybe level 15, and maybe level 10 as well. So they're not that high, and my Vidar's a tier 7 with 1 weapon upgrade, and like I say, I can manage to do a full cargo with one, like in this one pass, I'll do a full cargo, definitely. So it definitely frees up your other crews for other things. So I don't know, take it as you will. Obviously, use whatever crew works for you, which is the main thing. But overall, this works for me, and it, like I say, frees up my other crew, my pike and stuff, to do other things at the same time, which is currently what I'm doing, as we're doing the swarm dailies as well at the same time. Yeah, we've done away missions. Just spoke about them before. I don't know if you were here for it, but we are currently doing some away missions. We've got 3 on the go at the moment. We've got 2 more that have just come through, which I'm not going to do. If I'm honest, I'm not going to do them. It'd be cool. It'd be nice, but I'm not. I'm not bothered really. So we're focusing on these 3 at the moment. These will bring me in quite a bit, to be honest. So we've got 20 hours basically, and then we've got just under a day and a half left with this one, and then we've got just under 8 hours with that one as well. So yeah, we've been doing them. I've been pretty much non-stop with them, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, so if I'm honest, the Vidar is quite cheap to upgrade in comparison to like the Sally and stuff, so you might want to focus on the Vidar, just because it is very useful when it comes to doing, other, even against other ships, you can still get it to a relatively high level. Obviously, in the long run, yes, you're going to want the Sally to be of a higher level, but it just might be a little bit more useful to potentially do the Vidar first because you can get that up faster. The only bottleneck with the Vidar, obviously, is going to be your, probes that you gather. So that's really the only bottleneck with the Vidar. So you just have to keep on top of that as much as you can. But yeah, you'll get there. You'll get there. I mean, mine's 763, tier 7. I'm nowhere near tier 8 as of yet because I still got to upgrade pretty much everything on it. So I've got 2 more weapons to go. Then I'll have the impulse engines, the warp engine, and the cargo bay as well. I think the next thing I'm going to do is the cargo bay, just because I know I can take on all of these at the moment to get a full cargo. So if I can increase my cargo capacity, it just means that I might not have to do it instead of every 3 days. I might only need to do it every 4 days or 5 days or whatever it is. I'm on server 159. Brummy, I'm on server 159. Vidar Ops 29 game is 439. That's pretty decent, Kenny. Tier 5. Definitely focus on that, I would say. Focus on your Vidar before your Sally. It's a lot cheaper, and it can, up to a point, it can do the same thing. Just bear that. Obviously, the Sally will definitely overtake it eventually, but the Vidar is still stupidly, like massively useful at all levels in the game. Like massively, massively useful. American servers are scary high. I'm EU 134, so you're quite a low server for the EU because I'm 159 EU. Crystal always or as well near the final tiers. Yeah, definitely Crystal becomes a massive bottleneck. Massive, massive bottleneck. I need to do the big gun on the Vidar tier 7. It's just shy of 1 mil power. That's pretty decent then. Especially if you're a tier 7. I mean, I'm tier 7. And obviously I've only got 1 weapon upgrade. But if I do the other, like the impulse engine and 1 other weapon, I don't know. I feel like I definitely wouldn't be 1 million. So that's pretty high for a tier, or late tier 7. It seems pretty high to me. So that's pretty good for, obviously pretty good. Tier 8, 970k, 1 gun left. Not build my Sally yet, but have the blueprints. EU 145 as well, and the server was merged. Yeah, I remember when you were going through the merge, it was a bit weird, wasn't it? A bit weird. A few other servers have been merged in that time as well, or since then, should I say. Again, if you are from a merged server, then let me know how the transition went. Was it pretty smooth, or was it a little bit disorientating, a little bit glitchy? Hopefully they've learned from the previous server merges, and it makes your life a little bit easier when you do transition over into that server, or alternatively they transition into yours. That'll be, relatively good information to know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, because presumably Kenny can answer that, because he's the one. I don't know what the missions were like. I know the server or server missions and stuff, but tier 9 with skin, easy grind in 29, 290k cargo. Pretty good, Adrian. Pretty damn good. Yeah, very, very good. I'm hoping that it makes my life a little bit easier when it comes to doing the grinds. The only problem with 29s is it just takes forever to do them. In my opinion, it just takes forever to get them all done and boxed off. That's the only annoying part of it, I would say, is just having to sit around and wait for ages for them to finish, basically. Right. Let's do you. Got 1 more minute and then Franklin will arrive again, and then we should be able to finish off our dailies for the swarms, which is going to be very convenient. And I'm just going to do the usual thing and post a couple of things if you wish to do so. These are just ways you can support the channel if you wish to do so. Discord is going to be the biggest thing I would promote, because that's when I tell people when I go live. That's when I post all the videos, so you don't miss anything, and it'll take you straight to them. Stuff like that. So they're the best things to do it on, I would say. And then outside of that, obviously there's other ways you can obviously support the channel. Like I say, only if you wish to do so. It has to be obviously your choice. Right, what's your cargo? You are over cargo, but if someone attacks you, they're kind of a bit weird. So I'm just going to move it out the way. Head over there. Let's go do these swarms. And if you want to donate to the channel, the best way to do it is either that or Patreon. Like, again, up to you, completely up to you. Hopefully I've got everything set up to, if anyone does make a donation or follows or subscribes to the channel whilst watching, then it appears on screen. Hopefully it does. But yeah, we'll see if anyone does. Other than that, let's finish these swarms. Okay, that was random. Let's go for you then. Let's go for you. And yeah, we're heading in the right direction. We've got a mining underway at the moment. I will finish it with 4-star material, as you were saying before, Kenny. I will finish it with that. Let's read a couple of catch up a little bit. Irish Ride 759 for faster cargo fill. I have tried it. I haven't tried it in tier 29 space, or level 29 space. I haven't tried that though. However, yes, I have tried that combo and it does work pretty well. Thanks for the stream. I have an exam tomorrow. Yeah, good luck with the exam tomorrow stuff. All the best. No problem on the stream front. I will be doing this probably more often than not in the future. So yeah, thank you for coming along anyway. That's the main thing. I hope you enjoyed it. Or enjoyed the chat at least. Because not really much happening, if I'm honest. Not a huge amount happening in the background. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Didn't really notice any difference with the event on the merge. They kind of went with the events that were running at the time and a hostile kill count for server completing. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to merge it with what they're running at the time just because it makes it easier for them. 759 is special for 29. Yeah, I think I mean, if you want me to try it, I can just send that home and we can just use another token to try it if you want. We'll just do that. I'm not too fussed. We can just send it home and try it again. Try that out for you. How do I like the new update? The new update so far, with what I've seen with the away missions and stuff like that, seem very interesting. I feel like the rollout of this one was a little bit, in my opinion, was a little bit smoother than previous rollouts. So I congratulate them on that one. I do like these away missions. I wish they would, obviously they're going to come with time, but I wish they would offer a little bit more than what they're offering now. But overall, it's pretty decent. I would say it's pretty good overall, but again, I wish they would offer a little bit more with regards to some of the stuff, but that'll come with unlocking rare and then potentially epic later on down the line. So I've just got to wait for the time being that one. But yeah, overall, I don't mind the update so far. I wish they would have added a few new things, so get rid of this notification thing, which I always bark on about. It's basically a broken record with me at this point. I wish they had got rid of that, or an option to get rid of it. I also wish they would have rolled out the officers slightly differently. But overall, I'm glad to see them in the game. Their abilities are very similar to the cadets as well, which is a little bit bizarre, but overall, it's pretty decent. I would say definitely pretty decent overall. But yeah, we'll see how it goes in the future. I hope we get a skin. This is what we were saying on the stream yesterday, Simon. I don't think we'll get the actual Enterprise D. The reason I don't think we'll get it is because that ship is more powerful than the level 50 ships that are in the game at the moment. Because of obviously the age of it in terms of being so much further in the future. However, if they're not going to implement it in the game as a physical ship, I do hope they add the skin for it at least, and make the skin accessible to people. That's the thing, the biggest thing that I've noticed so far with the skins and the projectiles and stuff like that is they're actually really hard to obtain, some of them. I feel like they should make them a little bit more accessible so that people can obviously get them. Obviously with a bit of effort, but at least at least they'll be able to get them, even if they are free to play, for example. Yeah, the main missions are good. I am looking at them. It definitely makes you think a little bit more to what officers to send, what officers to keep. Who are you utilizing the most or the least? It definitely adds a little, another dimension to the game. I thought they were going to add away missions to the daily missions overall, the daily goals, but they didn't. So it is what it is with that front. But yeah. Overall, I think, yeah, I agree. It's a good add to the game, for sure. Definitely a good add to the game. What is this? I'm getting emails. But yeah, so it is a good ad. I like I say, we'll just have to see. The Need Research Trade. I don't. Have you seen it? If you haven't seen it, I'll bring it up now. So new research tree is not so bad. You got the initial stuff, which is all going to be based, which is all level 1 research. This is all based on your how many obviously missions you can get going at the same time. It also unlocks the ability to get uncommons, which is there, and special assignments, which are related to the actual factions and stuff themselves. Then again, you're going to get even more missions, and then these are faction related missions that you can do and get credits off them essentially. And then you're going to unlock rares, and then again another special nanoprobes one, which is get a chance to obviously a team assignments with reward nanoprobes, which is going to be relatively useful because nanoprobes are pretty good. The only thing that, the one I would, is probably one of the better ones, which it's very late on, I believe, is, where are you? Is it back here? Oh, this one there. So special assignment blueprints. So these blueprints are going to unlock ship blueprints, which is going to be very useful as well. So if you can head towards that one, then that's probably the best one you can get so far. And then there's one down further on that you can get officers as well, which again is going to be another one, which is pretty useful overall. But yeah, the research itself, there's a few obviously bits in there later on research that you can get with regards to upgrading your ship speed, warp engine speed for example, and then upgrading the weaponry, upgrading the defense, so on and so on, which will obviously help out predominantly the higher level players because apparently they need more help than the lower levels. But whatever, don't get me started with that, it's kind of annoying. The best thing about the update as well is that you can do the away missions from level 10. Yeah, definitely. The away missions are definitely a good feature. I'm not knocking the away missions. Definitely a good add to the game, I would say. Only a few clicks. Minimum levels 8 away. It really brings in more dynamic to the game and more things to use your officers. Yeah, it just means that you can utilize officers, like more officers than you used to be able to, because you know everyone runs virtually the same crew layouts on certain ships and stuff like that, and it just means you can at least the officers that you're not utilizing, at least you can start utilizing them, making them a little bit more effective and more efficient with what they do, which is obviously going to benefit you as overall, especially the ones that just sit around, don't do anything really. At least you're able to now use them to be, like I say, to be more effective overall. What would I like next? So I've been saying 8 for ages. What I would like next with regards to the arcs. I think they've definitely done this right in terms of they're heading into the next generation, because I believe that should have been the next one anyway. So I feel like they've definitely hit the nail on the head with this one. The next arc, again, what I would like to see for the next probably 2 to 3, maybe even up to 4 arcs, which is why I disagree with the way they've rolled out the officers for this one, is for the next 2 to 3, or certainly up to maybe 3 arcs, I would have loved to have seen a transition from the very first season of Next Generation, then move on to maybe season 4, and then move on to season 7. I would have loved to have seen that transition throughout, obviously, the 7 seasons of the Next Generation. However, they haven't rolled it out like that, so we'll just have to wait and see what they do with regards to the officers. I would love them to add in the next arc, love them to add more ships into the game. It's more relevant, ships related to maybe Section 31, more ships relating to, Next Generation as a whole. Obviously, I would love to see the Enterprise D in the game. However, I don't think it's going to physically be added to the game, but maybe the skin at least could be added to the game. Certainly the skin. I don't see why they couldn't add the skin if they added the TOS skin for that one as well. So I feel like the Galaxy class could definitely be implemented with regards to a skin. Other than that, I think like they're going in the right direction. The arcs after the Next Generation, so after not this one, but maybe the next 2 or 3, I'd like to, as part of the Next Generation, what I'd like to see this one, which they've done. The next one, I'd like to see potentially another midpoint sort of Next Generation, and then I'd like to see a Borg one including the Next Generation, because obviously the Borg is definitely within that time zone as well. I'd like to include another Borg arc, but relating to the Next Generation, and then I'd like them to obviously finish out with technically it would be season 7 of the Next Generation as well. Yeah, 3 of 10 and 4 of 10 are yet to be revealed. I'm hoping they do that within the Next Generation arcs. That would be nice to see, because, like I was saying, there's so much content within the Next Generation that they could add into the game or implement within the arcs and stuff. I would definitely like to see at least 3 arcs for the Next Generation. And as you were saying, Adrian, realistically 4, because I'd like to see 3 Next Generation Soul ones, and then the 4th one would be a Borg arc that could fit in the middle of that, but relating to the next generation. And that's where you can get, you know, you could potentially get your Borg version of Picard. You can get your, you know, and obviously 3 and 4 would obviously hopefully be unveiled then as well. And yeah, I'd love to see that type of stuff. Hey, Admiral, on my BBC America TV channel, it plays Star Trek Next Generation all day from Monday through Thursday. Does your BBC channel also play Star Trek Next Generation all week? I don't believe it does. Not all. I don't think it does. Yeah. Our BBC channels are relative to the local area, and like the BBC Scotland shows stuff. Yeah, BBC's a weird one because it does broadcast like national stuff like throughout the day when people are in work, and then of an evening it'll start like being more localized and start showing a little bit of different programming and stuff. So yeah, we haven't really seen many of the Next Generation. I have seen the Next Generation on the TV recently, but it's not been on BBC. So it might just be a America version, I guess, of it. Right, where is you? Alright, let's get you in there. And let's see if this assists our grind a little bit faster. What made me play it? Oh god. Well, I am a Star Trek fan overall. Definitely a Star Trek fan overall. Next Generation is my favorite series, or season. Series. That's my favorite series. That's the era that I sort of grew up in. That's the era that I definitely would like to see more of, which is why I'm so excited for these arcs. Because that's certainly the generation I sort of grew up in. What made me start the game? It was something that I could... Well, initially I joined the game because it was sort of something to play in the background, that when I was on breaks at work, when I was doing other bits and bobs. And then obviously as I've progressed through the game, as everyone is aware, it's become a very much of an addiction, making sure you get everything done constantly every day, making sure the dailies are getting done constantly, making sure, you know, everything's getting completed. It has sort of become an addiction. I'm not someone that has spent that much money on the game, if I'm honest, but I don't feel like I need to, because I want to try and push myself to be a free-to-play player on the game as much as possible, because obviously not every player out there plays and obviously spends, you know, an obscene amount of money on the game. So I want to be a content creator that knows what they're going through, knows how they feel, knows everything that they're going through, and be able to understand, because I know a lot of people that do spend a lot of money, they don't understand exactly what we're talking about when we say, you know, things aren't, you know, the way they should be, or things should move in a certain direction to help the free-to-play players and stuff like that. And I feel like I have a little bit more of a knowledge of that because I am also free to play, so it does help in some cases. But yeah, very probing questions there. How do you say it? Pat? I'll just call you Pat because I don't want to butcher your name, so we'll call you Pat if that's okay. But yeah, very probing questions. There will be a new Star Trek movie in 2023. Interesting. I know Discovery's got a 4th season coming out, I believe the end of this year, is it? I know Discovery's got that season coming out. Star Trek 4. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder who's the... I wonder what the cast... Is it the same cast as the latest one? So, was it Chris Pine, is it? Is it that cast? with Chris Pine and stuff like that. Because if it is, then that would be very interesting to see. I don't know what they're going to do with it, though. I haven't read much about the movie, to be fair. I'm not aware, but I could have bought a second-hand car with what I've spent over 2 years. Or 2.5 years. Yeah, I mean, it depends what you want to do. I've said this so many times. I mean, if you've got the money, then why not? If this is something that you like, if you get entertainment and you want to support them as a company because they produced a game that you really like, then yeah, definitely support them. I'm not against that. Yeah, I've just had a Google of it. There's not much actually released about it. Hopefully they'll bring out more maybe next year. Yeah, hopefully they bring out more next year. That might be quite useful, I would say. Yeah, exactly. If you get enjoyment from it, it's like, at the end of the day, it's just entertainment. Would you pay to go and watch a footballer play football? Same thing. Would you, that's how you got to look at it. Would you, if you like football, would you pay to go and watch it? If you like rugby, would you pay to go watch it? If you're in America, would you pay to go watch baseball, basketball, American football? And that's how you got to look at it. If you would pay to go and watch entertainment, then what's the difference with paying a company because you get entertainment from their game? Or alternatively, what's the difference with paying a streamer, a YouTube creator, a influencer? If you get entertainment from their content and you enjoy their content, then what's the difference from paying a content creator or a streamer in comparison to you watching a football game? There's literally in my opinion, there's no difference, because at the end of the day, you still get enjoyment, you still get entertainment, and if you want to support them for giving you that entertainment, then that is the main, you should promote that. That's what you should definitely promote, and I'm definitely in line with that. No, definitely. I think that's the main thing, which I think that's probably going on to what you were saying before, Pat. Looking back at it now, with the community that I've created for YouTube, with the community, which is all through this game, bearing in mind, I definitely wouldn't go back on it, because I've not met personally, but in terms of met online, I've met a lot of very, very nice people who, come and watch me, come and enjoy the chat, come and take part in the chat and conversation, which is always something that I'd love to see as well. So yeah, I would definitely not have been able to talk to so many people, not only people from this country, but people all the way around the world, which is always nice, because everyone has a different perspective on things, and everyone also has a different viewpoint on things. So it's always nice to be able to obviously engage with other people and find out what they think and how they perceive things, rather than just taking my own opinions and then formulating one decision off that. Because sometimes that's not the best way to do things. You have to listen to people, unfortunately, in this world. You do have to listen. But enough of that. That's a bit boring, isn't it? It's a bit boring, chat. So where are people up to in their games? What level are you? What ops level? Where are you going at? Have you finished today's missions? Have you not finished them? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Where are you up to in your game? What ship are you going for next? Are you have you just unlocked a ship? Where are you? Let me know in the chat down below, or to the side, or wherever it is. I don't know where it is. I just see one chat. It's to the right of mine. But yeah, let me know where you're at. Let me know your thoughts. What does everyone think of the actual new arc themselves? Does everyone like the new arc so far? I know, Kenny, you spoke quite a lot about the new arc. I know you like it. What about everyone else? Do you like the new arc? What would you like to see them add in the future arcs? If anything. Obviously, you might say nothing. It's perfect as it is. Highly doubt you'll say it, but you could do, I guess. Daily's done in both games. That's good to see. It's good to hear. We are not too far off. We've got a few bits and bobs to do, but we'll get there today. I can't see it taking too long, to be honest. We're going to stream probably for another half an hour, and then we're going to call it quits there. just because I've got to go do some stuff. I'll be on again tomorrow, which will be at 2 p.m. UK time. So again, if you're East America side, if you're East America, take 5 hours from that, which will probably put it at around about 9 o'clock in the morning. If you're West Coast, then you're probably looking at another maybe 3. I think it's 2 to 3 hours on top of that. So you're probably looking at more like maybe even like 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's quite early if you're East Coast, but if you're West Coast, then I believe it is 9 o'clock in the morning. I will be streaming for you, which will be 2 p.m. If you're European, it will be 3 p.m. Pretty obvious. I gathered you played the game. Otherwise, I mean, it'd be a bit weird if you turned up to this stream. It would be a little bit weird. Michael, I'm on server EU 159. 159, I believe. Yeah, America's breakfast show. That's what it could be. Definitely. 9 o'clock breakfast show. Whereas afternoon show for us in the UK or Europe, I guess, because they're obviously an hour ahead of us as well. So it'll be a little bit later for them. But I think that's an okay time for most people. Hopefully I'm going to capture most people within that sort of time frame. So yeah, we'll be on tomorrow. We'll be on Friday as well. Again, just talking through the game. Talking about bits and bobs. You're on server 130. That's cool. I take it that's EU as well. So that's quite an early server for EU. So I can imagine that being quite a mature server. I would imagine. I'd like to tell you the name of my server, but I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. They've all got their own names, haven't they? And yeah, I've not found the list that tells you the names, so I couldn't tell you about that one. You Discorded me. Perfect. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, very good. What crew layout are you using? Are you using the Are you using this crew layout? Level 35, and yeah, that's pretty decent. 1 million. That's pretty decent. How did you upgrade your ships as well, Simon? Did you do the weapon then the impulse, or did you do the impulse after the first weapon, and then work towards obviously then getting your second/third weapon as well? How did you? I'm quite interested to know how you did it. Bat left is your one. Fair enough. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what my name is for the server. I don't know what my server name is. Couldn't tell you. If anyone has a list of the server names, please post it on Discord. By all means, post it on Discord, because quite interesting to know, I guess. I'd like to know it if people ask in the future. DVD? What's a DVD? I'm only messing. I'm not that young. Yeah, you don't really get DVDs these days, do you? DVDs, Blu-rays. Yeah, don't really get many of them these days. First Contact. Yeah, I've seen First Contact. It's not bad. I don't mind it. I think the new films are a little bit better. In terms of graphically wise, obviously. They are a lot better. Masaka. Maybe Iya and Benar is the US. Fair one. Like I say, if anyone's got them, then let me know. I'd be quite interested to know what my server name is. Just post it on the Discord, and it doesn't really matter what chat you post it in, to be honest. Oh, Michael, you just had a server merge. Oh, fair enough. Did you merge with them, or did they merge with your server? So did you get moved, or did they move? There's one thing as well. Someone was asking earlier. Did you have to do any events for it? What events were they, and how did they sort of, impact you in terms of your server sort of gameplay, I guess? Yeah, I'm interested to know what type of stuff you got up to with regards to that changeover. Weapons, then shield armor. I jumped the gun to do the shield for previous arc. Fair enough. So you would suggest do all the weapons first, then do the shield armor, then do obviously the warp / cargo bay last, I would imagine. I take it that's what you're recommending to do. Which could be you. I mean, that's the route, kind of heading down that sort. Oh, there we go. Alright, 159. Here we go. 15 Red Squad. That's what I am, apparently. Red Squad. Who posted that? Oh, thank you very much. All server names. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So there you go. My server is apparently called Red Squad. If you didn't know your server name, then you can head over to the Discord, and all of the servers are on that. Yeah, pretty useful. If you didn't know, obviously. But yeah, Red Squad. I'll go with that. I will go with that. That's not too bad. Considering the channel used to be called Red Gaming, and then it got changed to AB Gaming, or Admiral B Gaming, which is the same thing, AB Gaming. Yeah, it's just been posted all on the chat, Kenny. Don't worry about it. Or would I like to be the next faction? Borg. 100%. I want the next faction to be Borg. I want to see their ships in the game as well, i.e. the cubes and stuff like that. I'd love to see the Borg in the game. They're already in the game in terms of officers, so I don't know why they don't have their own faction as of yet. Even if it's just a mini faction like the Augment and the out fucking whatever they're called, the Rogues. Even if it's just mini factions like these two, yeah, I'd love to see the Borg as another tab, being able to get more officers that you can get as well than now. We already have quite a lot of officers though, so it's pretty decent. We've got all the officers as well, but I'd love to see their ships in the game potentially, even if it's just a cube, like one cube. I'd love to see in the game. It'd be pretty decent. I don't like this crew layout. Whoever suggested this crew layout, personally, I don't like it because she's not. The ship's not lasting anywhere near as long as it would if I used 7, 8, and 9. So yeah, I probably won't be using this layout again, if I'm honest. I'm going to stick with 7, 8, and 9, I think, because it definitely seems to work out better for me personally. But we'll finish this ship anyway, and then we'll send it back, and yeah, we're pretty much there. I think we can do you. Yeah, we can. So let's do that. Get another 6,000 for today. Another thing we're going to do is materials. So let's do our pulls today, which let's see what we get. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And absolutely nothing. What a great pull that was. Oh my god. And they wonder why people get frustrated with the refinery. They wonder why people get so frustrated with the refinery. What a piece of crap. Oh my god. Yeah, same as Franklin, because of how the multiplier works. You get more benefit from the guns first. Yeah, I have one of the guns upgraded on this. I just don't have all the other guns, like the other 2 kinetic weapons on this. I just have the energy weapon. But it seems to be doing me well when I have 7, 8, and 9. Did you not see the... Oh, they're the US servers. Okay. Yeah, we got all the server names, Kenny. I think Genie. Yeah, he posted all of the servers from Elscars, it seems. So yeah, pretty useful information if anyone wants to know what server name you are. But thanks anyway, Kenny. Always appreciated. A part of me is still getting used that Thing is in the game. Thing is in the game. What thing? Thing from Fantastic Four thing? Or a different type of thing? Why it was TNG instead of thing? Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Right. Quite amusing. Who suggested this layout? That's all I want to know. Who suggested this crew layout? Because this is awful. Awful. Remind me not to take crew advice. I'm joking. I'm joking. Do we have... Chasing ghosts. Burning bridges. The Voyager arc, yeah, I don't know what to make of it. Obviously, that's later on, and then they're good. Technically speaking, they should go to Deep Space Nine, and after that, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Voyager or Deep Space Nine in comparison. I mean, I don't mind watching them, but I'm not a huge fan of them, if I'm honest. And then we'll most likely have potentially another Discovery. We might have another Discovery arc when Discovery comes out again, potentially. It's not a guarantee, but we might have something like that. It could add a few features into the game, I guess. It could potentially add upgrades to the Discovery. They might add a second Discovery, like they've done with the Franklin Alpha. They might add a Discovery Alpha version, which is the later version in the game. Obviously, later version in terms of the series. So it's a lot more, well, technically speaking, it's 900 years more advanced. So I don't know how they're going to implement that into the game. I think they might go like different screen galaxy for Delta Space. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, potentially. I've got... Oh, 7 as captain. Okay. That might be why then. Oh well. We'll change it another time. Oh, welcome Gondolin. Welcome to the stream. As always. Very, very much welcome to you. Right, let's just finish there because I don't want to. I'll try out 7 at the captain next time. I'll swap them over. I will swap them over and see if that assists next time. But we did what we needed to do mostly, for the most part. The only thing we need to do now is focus on getting this up to 25. Once this is at 25, I'll go and do some 4-star stuff, I think. In fact, let's just do it now. Get it going to 4-star. I think it's Brelin, is it? Yeah, it is. Good. Let's head over to Brelin quickly. Get this done. Need a what? A souped up battleship for the Raiders. Right, do we have any spare nodes? We do. Boom. Head to that one. Right, Getting there, getting there. Hopefully we can get on this node and then we'd be all good. Full synergy is no use. Synergy is when two officers that are from the same group on the bridge. One of them, the captain, make a synergy when the captain and other abilities. Oh, Botany Bay, you need a souped up Botany Bay for the raiders. See, I'm still in World of Warships, man. BB is battleship in World of Warships. Well, in any naval term, a BB is battleship, not Botany Bay. But yeah, I get what you mean now. Full synergy does work in some cases. Well, synergy is better than no synergy. So I don't really understand your concept of what you've just said there. Welcome back, Stealth. Yeah, Pat, I don't really understand your concept there because synergy definitely is a benefit. I would say synergy is definitely beneficial because it allows you to obviously increase the stats of some of the officers on board. 1 hour of music prep done. I have to do something called dictation. Very nice. Well, it does. I say very nice. It doesn't sound very nice. It sounds like a ball ache, but hopefully it's going well for you. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Kenny. The Botany Bay does have a ridiculously sized cargo. Once upgraded and stuff, I agree. It does have a pretty damn big cargo capacity. Right, let's go back to here. What we need to do, let's swap you back out. Do we want to use you? No, we want to use you, don't we? Yeah. So let's go to you a second. Let's get rid of them, get rid of them, get rid of you. And then we can head towards... Let's go kill some Romulans. Is Chen this way? I think so. Chen. Good. We don't need you on board. Don't need you on board apparently. So. Oh, we will do in a minute. Oh, for God's sakes. I haven't swapped it out yet, have I? Now we're going to need them on board, for God's sakes. There we go. Get them back again. Right, where are you? Get back. We got Otto as well this time, so screw it. Let's just do Otto. Right, get back on board. It's good to have one officer not the same on the bridge. It depends, really. It depends what you're going for. It really does depend what you're going for. Two Botany Bay, make it with 3 million cargo hold. Yeah, pretty decent. You listen to a piece of music and have to write it note for note. Wow. Stealth, that sounds... Wow. That sounds way too advanced for me. Way too... I mean, I'm not a huge... I love music, but I'm not that intellectual when it comes to music. Not that advanced with it. That sounds crazy. 38. Screw it. Let's get... Not you. Go away. Let's go there. Go. You get back, you stupid thing. I don't know. Yeah, Pat, I don't know. It depends. It depends. The synergy stuff does definitely help. So it does depend on what type of cruise you're going for and stuff like that. Can you play them at the same time? Kenny, do you play the guitar whilst playing the harmonica, holding it in your mouth? Like, do. That'd be quite interesting. Very nice Stealth. Very nice. 3 weeks left. Get your GCSEs smashed out. Make sure you get as good a grade as possible. Make sure you work hard. Don't watch me if you need to get away. Go and do your go and do your homework, go and do your research, go and study as much as you can, get all your exams done, and hopefully, hopefully everything pans out for you, man. I really do hope for the best. Education's everything in this world, so make sure you get it. Definitely make sure you get it. And then 11, at least you got 11. So study for the next 3 weeks as hard as possible, and then at least you got 11 weeks off then, and just look forward to them 11 weeks off. Sometimes I embrace to hold them happy. That was decent. That was very decent. I play in a marching band as a cornet player. I can play. What's that say? Bugle. It was too far away on the screen then. When doing the last post in November, where the music is doing piano. Very nice. Very nice. Sound engineering course when I left the army. That sounds interesting. Again, I don't think it's right for me personally, but definitely sounds interesting. Yeah. Sounds like, yeah, it does sound interesting, to be fair. Just doing some bits and bobs in the background. 1 second whilst my stuff gets there. Here we go, here we go. Sounds quite amusing. How the hell do I do this? Tried to find something on one of my platforms and I can't find it. Strange. I need to change some stuff on things, but I'll do that another time. I'll do it another time. I'm wasting a little bit of time now. I'm just wasting time. Right, let's catch up a little bit on the chat. Where are we up to? I'm hoping to become a doctor, dude. So, A level, I'm doing biology, chemistry, geography, and maths. But may drop maths as it's super hard. Sounds pretty decent though. If you want to be a doctor, yeah, definitely work hard on that one, dude. Good luck for everything you're going to do. Out of 10, what would you rate Terran Empire as a faction? What would I rate Terran Empire as a faction? Good question. I would rate them as potentially probably like a 6 out of 10, just because they really don't interest me too much in that way. Yeah, they just really don't interest me in that manner. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I know they're very war related and very heavily war related and stuff. I don't know, that kind of doesn't really interest me, to be honest. It is what it is. But I don't know, we can, like I say, we can certainly, potentially look for potentials in what they offer, but I don't know, I don't particularly like them. Sounds better than spelling out. Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see you play, to be fair, for both of yous. Gondolin it looks like it's connected, Gondolin. It definitely looks like it's connected. You seem to be typing in the chat, so it looks like it's connected. Shameless dad dancing, definitely, that's what it sounds like, 100%. Big box, little box. Oh god. God, remember techno, Jesus Christ. That's going back, isn't it? I don't want to make you sound old, but techno is not really it's quite an old thing, isn't it, techno? Don't really get that much techno these days. Not really. Let's go after you. Try and get the 38s, since I'll get more for them. Yeah, don't really get much. Right, what time are we on? Right, okay, we're going to be coming to an end in just a second. So, as always, thank you so much for coming out, everyone. Again, I've had a blast talking to everyone, which is the main reason why I do this. I absolutely love talking to everyone and finding out where everyone's up to and stuff like that. So I am going to get going in a few minutes. We've got the outro to play, which is going to be, obviously, we all know what song it's going to be. It's going to be, obviously, Future, as usual. So we'll play that as usual, we'll get about halfway through, and then the stream will just suddenly end. So just bear that in mind. If you are watching and suddenly wonder why, or where's it gone? That's because the intro, or the outro in this case, has ended. So thanks for coming out. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you haven't already done so, smash the subscribe button again if you haven't done so. Make sure to share the content, my content. You can share it wherever you want to share it. The more you share it, the more people that might see it, the more people that might come over and join the community, making this even better than it is already. Because it's already amazing, the community that we have developed over this past, I'd say, I think it's a year now since I've been posting content. So over this past year, we've developed an absolutely amazing community. So thanks for coming out, everyone. I will play the outro, and I will see everyone tomorrow if you can make it. If you can't, don't worry about it. I'll see you on Friday potentially. And if I can't see you then, I'll see you next week. So bye for now. Here is the outro. And let's turn it up. Bye bye, everyone.
is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.